So somebody asked me earlier why I'm going to start making these videos, so I thought I'd go ahead and give you an answer. It started freshman year of high school. It was second period math. I was speaking to, which this is rare, one of the only other atheists in the entire school. We were speaking about evolution since our final was coming up, and it was over evolution, most of it anyway. So we were studying basically over it, and one of these girls that supposedly had a crush on me and did not know my beliefs, thought I was a Christian, as everybody really much did, as I never told anybody anything else, said to me, evolution is disgusting. And I looked at her and I was puzzled for a second. Disgusting? How can it possibly be disgusting? I thought in my head. And she went on to say, it's stupid. To say we evolved from monkeys, that's disgusting. I'm not an animal, and I was going to correct her on her statement, but at the time, again, just too puzzled as to why she was thinking this. So other people decided to join in the conversation, and note all these people are Christians, saying things like, "You can't prove evolution. You can't prove God didn't make us, or God didn't make the universe." And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, these people are so ignorant. I haven't even stated anything yet to do with my beliefs, but they're sitting here calling me names. Or somebody made the comment, "You're a stupid atheist who's gonna burn." And I sat there for a good 2 minutes just thinking over everything they were saying. And then finally, it came to the point where I started to contradict all their beliefs. I started to point out things in the Bible that were untrue. I started to point out the horrible deeds that God had committed. And the room grew silent as the teacher returned back in from wherever she was. And the teacher asked what's going on. And somebody made the comment, "That stupid atheist is starting trouble." And the teacher looked at me and laughed. She laughed at the comment, and she turned to the student and said, "I agree." Now, the teacher wasn't even in the room, and to say that she agreed and laughed, I found that very inappropriate. So I became upset, and I asked her, "Would you like me to leave the room then?" And another student made the comment, "Why, so you can come back and shoot up the school?" Now, usually I don't let the words that people say get to me, but this hurt. To think that they would actually think I would come shoot the school up with a gun, based off the fact that I'm an atheist. I found that this touched me down deep. This hurt me. So now, out of discomfort and anger, I stood up and I said, "I will be in the freshman office." And I took my things and I walked to the front office, and I sat there for the remainder of that period. And I thought to myself, how can people say such evil things and say they're such good people because they believe in God? So after filing a complaint with the principal and two other administrators, and the administrator calling the teacher up there to try to clear things up, I went back to class the next day, and I was confronted by who I presumed to be a Catholic, as he told me. He put his hand on my shoulder and he said, "Thank you." And I said, "For what?" And he said, "Because you opened my eyes to some things that I've been thinking about over the past couple of weeks that I couldn't really get help from anybody because nobody would answer my questions. They just told me, read the Bible." He said, "You converted me. Thank you." And I looked at him and I said, "You're welcome." And from that point on, I promised myself, in any way I could, I would help people who were confused, and I would help people who were lost and needed some guidance. If it was on their beliefs or if it was on anything else, I promised myself I would help them. So, as for a New Year's resolution, I said I would make this channel dedicated to helping people. Now that I'm out of high school, I find I have more time to do these things, and it feels good to do them. I feel good about myself doing them. But thanks for listening.